Hey, what is going on, guys? My name is Ben. How are you guys doing today? What I have for you today in this video is to discuss an article, which the link will be in the description below, where Apple is planning to replace the name of OS 10 with just macOS. There was a document that was shown where Apple feels like, okay, if we do it this way, then it'll align better with all the other software that's out there for OS 10, and now just call it straight Mac OS. Basically, this was more like, I guess, part of the rumor before Apple's upcoming event, which the day this video gets uploaded will actually be tomorrow on June 13th at WWDC. And basically, there's a new App Store policy where developers will actually get 85% of their cut, and then Apple gets the 15%. Because my understanding, if I recall correctly before, the developers would get 75%, and then Apple gets 25%. Now developers will actually be able to get more, but this covers, iOS, macOS, and tvOS, or in general. Other than that, there isn't really much to it. Why would Apple change the name of their operating system? Actually, I'm kind of wondering that myself. But then again, they've actually done something like this before. For instance, when the iPhone first rolled out, they called it iPhone OS and then the version number. And when the iPod Touch came out, it was still known as iPhone OS. So iPhone OS 1.1, iPhone OS 2.0, iPhone OS 3.0, and then next when iOS 4 came out, they, originally when they had the beta software iPhone OS 4.0, when they made the official announcement for the official release, they took the phone part out of the name and then just named it iOS. Now, it looks like they're wanting to replace the name OS 10 with just Mac OS because I'm not 100% sure about that exactly. I thought that what they would do is at one point they'll call it Mac OS 11 because they did Mac OS 9 before, and then next they swapped it to Mac OS 10. I don't quite understand how Apple changes their name or why they even wanted to do it in the first place. Who knows? But there is a rumor going out there that Apple is looking to change the name, and I'm probably gonna find out about it when I watch the event. Why does this even matter? I have no idea. Apple just has their own way of naming things, and they like to pull surprises on everybody. As far as the updates concerned, it was supposed to have a big iTunes update, and then Siri will be going to your computers this time. Other than that, Mac OS, the next Mac OS update, I'm not 100% sure what else is going to be included on there, and I'm pretty sure Apple is going to go in detail with all the hidden features that we don't see up on the rumors. Other than that, the reasoning for changing the name, who knows what it is? For iOS, it made sense because it wasn't just for iPhones anymore. Because that time, there was also the iPod Touch. And then when the year iOS 4 was announced, they just started rolling out the first generation iPad. Therefore, that operating system isn't just for iPhones anymore. That I totally understand. As far as replacing OS 10 for Mac OS, maybe it might have something to do with a naming issue because of the version number. Right now we're on 10.11. 10.10 or 10.11.5, I think. I can't recall correctly. But eventually, is that going to become 11 point something? Who knows what Apple's trying to do? In terms of the reasoning for all of these little things, this was probably something that a lot of you can care less about as long as you're using the operating system that you want to use. The problem is Apple makes all this little stuff seem like a big deal. For instance, Steve Jobs was like, okay, For iPhone OS 4.0, we're going to cut the phone part out and then give it some metal. Next thing, and what he meant by give it some metal, and if you watch the event carefully, all it did was just put like a metal background in the wording, in the letters. And it's like, okay, Apple is very picky when it comes to all this style for their products. I don't know. In terms of renaming OS 10 to macOS, if they'll actually do it, I'm assuming it must be because of the changes that are going on, that are going to happen within that update, and some additional features that caused them to get rid of the OS 10 part and just named it macOS. What do you guys think about this? Or can you even care less and you thought that I wasted my time, actually talking about this? I mean, I'd like to see what you guys have to say in the comments down below. And, this might have been pointless or something. I mean, I only brought this up because I know they're going to make a big deal out of it. If this is actually going to happen at the event tomorrow. So, that's it. Thanks so much for watching. Please subscribe, rate, comment. Also, check out the description below for my social media links, Twitter and Instagram. Also, I will be doing a recap video of Apple's WWDC event on June 13th. So, if you guys want to stay tuned to that, make sure you hit the subscribe button and, definitely watch out for when I upload that video. So, that's it. I will see you guys in the next one. Take care, everybody.